Live from our newsroom, it's the Hard Times Podcast. With Bill Conway and Matt Sankum.
Okay, well, Jeremy, I have to ask. You're the host of the first ever podcast. First podcast of all time. Historical. And it's joining the Hard Times Podcast Network. Now, I know that comes with a very big signing bonus. So tell me what you've been buying, what you've been spending, how your life has changed.
The first episode hasn't aired yet, so I think that was a part of the deal. I think that was in the fine print, that once the first episode airs, then I get the big cash. So, there's
the big,
anything can happen.
Cartoonishly sized check.
Yes. Yeah, anything can still happen. You might pull the rug out from under me, and then all the things that I had, put in my Amazon wish list might actually, not actually go through.
We should get you a gigantic check, like one that you win from like a lottery or something, but it should say $300 and it should say from the Hard Times.
I'm sure. I think those checks cost about $300, so that'll be
worth it.
Yeah,
social media, it's worth it. Got to build the buzz.
Yeah, exactly.
When did you first start your podcast?
I started in July of last year. We had finished recording our newest record. And it was one of those things, like I had done a radio show in the past, and then once that kind of ended, I bought a bunch of equipment to do an actual podcast, and I started recording episodes in my living room with friends, and then I never edited them because I'm an idiot. I'm a cart before the horse type of person. So like once I realized how difficult it was to edit a podcast on your own, I was like, I can't be trusted to do
What am I going to do with these 15 episodes?
And honestly, like all of my respect to people who do that as a full-time job. I mean, it's a lot of work. I don't know how much people fully realize how much, goes into a podcast. It's not just the conversation. There's like so much background stuff. So, we had finished recording that record, and the management company that we're with basically had partnered up with the company and was like, hey, if you still want to do a podcast, we can work it out with these people, and they'll handle all that stuff for you. So that's what was the motivation, because I knew, like, if I have people to really help me, then I can get this off the ground, and that's what we did. And then that relationship expired, and now I'm with y'all.
Picking up the scraps is what we're doing. Yeah. I'm excited. I was thinking back about maybe the first time that you and I met, or maybe the first time that we interacted. I think you pitched me a Hard Time story.
I did.
Like months into the site's creation. Like you were pretty early.
Yeah,
and then something to do with.
You were like, yeah, if you want to write it, like that'd be cool. Let's do it. And then, similar to editing a podcast, I was like, write it. I remember what it was. If you want me to tell you.
Yeah, go for it.
So my pitch for a story, which by all means you could still do if you find it funny. It was like at the high point of. I mean, it still happens, but it was at the high point of. Like hardcore kids going to every swap meet looking for old shirts to sell for like $400 on, Depop. So the bit was basically like kid thinks he struck gold at swap meet with vintage shirts, but it's like all like movie promo shirts of movies that have the same title as hardcore bands. So like there was that Angelina Jolie movie Unbroken, and it's like the ugliest Unbroken shirt, and there's like Inside Out, like the Pixar movie, so it's like that logo.
Project X.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a 7 seconds as well with Wesley Snipes. That's
there you go.
That actually honestly would be kind of a cool shirt collection to have. All the shirts that are also band names, but that's not a band shirt.
Right.
That wouldn't be a bad collection to have.
It's like when you really think about it, there's a shit ton of them. Like there's quite a few. But I think I thought about it, or they came up with it because I was searching an old Unbroken shirt on eBay, and all of this like Angelina Jolie Unbroken merch popped up.
Just someone trying to offload like a whole warehouse full of it.
For this movie that like did marginally well.